Hey girlies, thank you for clicking on today's video. I'm Christy and this is my littlest pup, Jezreel.
Hello.
In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I braid and also maintain her hair. Don't mind my score from deep conditioning earlier. So from my experience with my girls, I know that number one, they don't like to do their hair often, and also number two, their hair gets dry and loses moisture quite easily. So I found that the less manipulation the better, and this works perfectly. So my kids are homeschooled, so having braids is fine. I'm not sure whether your girls or your children are allowed to have braids for school, but this is just so easy and so simple to help keeping the hair nourished and leaving it to grow while also keeping it healthy. So yeah, I'll talk you through this video step by step. It's so simple and it's so easy. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this video. To get started, I'm working on freshly shampooed and deep conditioned hair. You can see it looks quite tangled and shrunken. As always, you guys know, 4 sections. Hair is quite easy to part, and then I just separate it and keep the other hair out of my way. Most people braid on hair that is dry and has been stretched, but I don't have a problem, or I don't mind braiding hair that is wet or freshly washed. So once I section it off, I then use the rose water to add moisture and to soften, and then I brush the tangles all the way from the top down to the tips. I just find that this works best for me, and it's easier for detangling. Once the tangles are at the tips, then I just go in with a wide tooth comb, and it's quite easy. So then I'm going to use the whipped shea butter to seal in the moisture. I massage that through all the way through the hair, and then I brush it through. Now before I started, I should have prepared the fiber. You want to stretch it and make sure that the tips are uneven. This is so that your plait can end nicely. So you don't want it to be just straight in the bottom. You want the fiber to be quite uneven. Now further along in the video, I will show you how I start the braid or how I finish the braid. But yeah, I'm just making her hair shrinks quite quickly and quite easily and gets quite short. So I'm brushing it out again, and then I'm just going to start braiding. Now this braiding process is very easy, but I will show you guys how I get it done further along, or how I start it and how I end it further along in the video. So the purpose of a protective style is to tuck away your tips to protect them from tangling or from the wind, sun, etc. So this is where we are. I've made quite medium-sized blocks. I'll show you again. Some rose water for moisturizing and to add some shine and to soften. Brush the tangles from roots all the way to the tips. Then I go in with the wide tooth comb and seal it with the whipped shea butter. Work it through nicely so that all strands are coated, and then I go in with the fiber. I use the 2 pieces of fiber and her hair as the 3rd strand, and then I just start plaiting as you normally would your own hair. So I don't make a very tight knot or a big knot on the top. I just do it as I would normally start plaiting her hair. This protective style, we keep it in for between 4 weeks to 6 weeks. I will talk you through the process of weekly maintenance. I also will show you guys how I tuck the tips in as well. Once again, rose water, soften, add shine, moisturize, work it through, brush your tangles from your roots to your tips, comb it out, seal with whipped shea butter. And you will see once the shea butter is worked in, you will see immediately that our hair will start curling. Okay, so we got our 2 strands from the fiber. The 3rd strand is our own hair, and then I just plait normally. When you're plaiting, you want to make sure that you keep detangling the fiber as well, or else it'll cause knotting at the ends. So this fiber, I just get it at Pep. I think it's 11 Rand or 12 Rand, I'm not sure. And I used 4 packs. Yes, she has 24 braids in total. Now can you see the hair is now at the tips? So what you just keep doing is you borrow a little bit at a time from each section, and then you tuck her tips under, and you just keep borrowing until her hair is totally tucked in, and then eventually you'll just be left with 3 strands. Here you can see 3 strands of fiber. So it's quite simple. Once you get to the tips, just keep borrowing a little at a time. Here you can see where her hair ends, and we just carry on with the rest of the plait. Same process, working it through. Adding more moisture. You want to make sure that the hair is thoroughly detangled for this process. You don't want to plait hair that is knotted or has any tangles, because when you open it, you will be left with lots of broken hair. Sealing with the shea butter, I start at the tips, work it through. Brush it through to make sure that it's evenly distributed. Yeah, you can see once it's worked through, her hair immediately starts curling. And then obviously we're plaiting. And I'll just show you one more time how to borrow from each section to end off her tips and to tuck her tips in. You want to make sure that her own tips are tucked underneath, so that when the plait is done, you'll be able to see where her hair ends, but the tips won't be sticking out, they will be tucked underneath. So once a week, I will be spraying her scalp with apple cider vinegar and purified water. I'll do this to maintain her hair and to break down any product buildup that there might be. And then I'll show you guys further along how I re-moisturize. And then can you see, remember we stretched it so it wasn't even? So this is now how you finish off the plait. And then this is the finished product or the results. And this is 3 days later. So I will be now refreshing and adding more moisture. You want to make sure that you're still maintaining her hair, or else her hair will be really dry if you don't, and it'll cause breakage when you open. So I spray the scalp and the plaits with rose water. I then apply oil to her scalp, massaging it. This will encourage growth while her hair is resting in the protective style. Don't forget to work on her edges. Also, don't pull tight when you are starting, because you will snap the hair. And then I also apply some oil along the plait as well, to keep the hair moisturized. And that's the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, you guys. Bye.